Welcome back, fellow armchair generals. This is Gamer1745 here with my continuing playthrough of Hearts of Iron 3 with Black Ice 9.11. And of course, we're playing as Germany. No need for great movements of maps, but I'm down here. Submarines are heading out there. That's a cool counter. Okay, SS motorized HQs have advanced. Very good. Let's go with some mountain HQs improved. Yes. And we want that. That's an alright image for that. But okay, armored HQs have advanced. Great. Convoys. Ah, another nice picture. Like that. Doing good. Doing good. But yeah, again, you know my complaint about this. Now we are going to go after Malta, but it's just not. I only got so many of these ships here, and I need to be able to carry enough forces to hammer Malta well and hard. Okay, now we would give them energy. Yes. Okay. First off, we're going to give them all the fast ships. They're going to get the invasion ships. Oh, no, no, no. Can't mix them. Game can't handle that. Okay. So now we can do naval invasions with this force. Trying to think. Sort of kind of think I should be using some of these for going after Malta here. So, how are these doing there? They're meant for this lightweight operation, and that may be good. Okay, so let's go with a. Well, don't know if we're gonna bother with a commanding division. So, 5th Panzer. Okay, 5th Panzer. The old Austrian Bundeswehr. Not these guys, not these. Yeah, von Thoma. And one of those Jaeger units, if we can't put that on board. Not those Jaeger units, not those. Not that, these. Okay. Okay, they're all on board, so they all get to come down to here. That's where we're going to invade from. Now, these guys here get to come over here and pick up some of our Africa Corps units, which are the units that we actually sort of want to use down there, because we want to get some of these other divisions back up for Europe for next year. We don't want them, you know, buried halfway deep into Africa, and oh, it's going to be forever to get them out, even putting them on trains. Yeah, we do have these submarines now basing out of here, and we're going to put them out here. Convoy raiding. Passive. Cautious would be better. That would be the better term. Cautious. Get disrupted, what, not passive, but cautious would be. Because I've been wondering what would be the better sort of alternate term for some of this stuff. Not, it's like, hey, you're beat up enough? Okay, come home. Get repaired. Or this is aggressive, is keep pushing, keep pushing, keep pushing. No, that's not what we want that to do. Who's supposedly here? I don't know. Maybe the unit died? No, we're not importing from colonies. Yes, you may have energy. British raids in the Adriatic. Okay. Sood reports that the British have raided the Adriatic coast, so expects this breach to be cleared immediately. Okay, so this is part of revolverheld's scripted invasions. Oh, here. Let's attach you to a headquarters. Send you over here. Oh, wait a minute, you're supposed to have that. I've sent that transport unit to be attached to you. For some reason you didn't have one, and I don't know why you didn't. So the British raided the Italians, who had a big stack of units right here in Trieste. Okay, scripted invasion. How interesting. See how the Italian war changes once you take out Switzerland. So this was... Partially I wanted to see how it worked, because I have never really properly played the Swiss invasion version of my mod. I mean, you know, and I don't... And... talked about this before, but just very briefly. We mod makers, in a practical sense, especially in a long game like this, can't play every alternative. You know what? You know what if? Because I've never played. You know, well, what? How is the game going to really be different if you invade Switzerland in 1936? Because I have that option. Because I have a bunch of events that are only supposed to fire during peacetime. Will they all get stacked up later? Be screwy? Or, but what if you plow through and take them very quickly in 36? You know, and then it goes back to being peace. I don't know, but that's not the best option. The better option is to wait for the second likely to go to war option and take that one, because then you will get all of these cores here, as we can see, I guess, best illustrated by this. Because if you do it in 36, you don't get the cores. I mean, just some of the provinces, but still. It's nice to have them as a additional course. Okay, well, they're counterattack. Oh, I've sent these guys up to fly supplies, and they're not flying supplies. Fly supplies. That'll help out. But, and so I'd never played this and to see how it worked, to see if it was bugged or not. Now the other thing I've noticed is that the Italian army not just having, and I could easily excuse or say, hey, it's a good idea to have a simple one division screen along the Swiss border. You know, this is at this stage in the war when there's nobody else threatening the, you know, and there's no neutrals on the Italian borders. But they stack up division after division after division. And if they were actually going to invade, well, okay, go ahead and invade, but it just drains forces. And that's maybe what revolverheld was looking at, but here we have lots more Italians there. Okay, hand over Western Thrace to Bulgarian occupation. The Bulgarian government did not participate in the invasion of Yugoslavia and the invasion of Greece. After their surrenders, the Bulgarian land forces entered Yugoslavia and Greece. Bulgaria occupied most of the Yugoslav, Macedonian, and Western Thrace, which had already been captured by the German forces. In the Greek territories, the Bulgarian government issued a policy of Bulgarianization, leading to an exodus of the Greek population, especially after the brutal suppression of the Dharma uprising in September 41. Okay. Hand over. Okay, they already have Theos. Is Theos one of these? No. So Calavara. Okay. I have absolutely no problem with this event, except, again, I'm talking to revolverheld. I just like a choice. Because since this is German occupied and they're talking about it, do we want to hand over the territory? I don't think there's here, I mean, there's some fortifications. There's nothing really like manpower or anything for us to want in that sense, you know, as a resource or as a thing. So I would approve this. I mean, if this was and I like the picture, nice picture. Bulgarians goose stepping. I would gladly hand this over, but just from a player's German perspective, this is different than Hungarian-Romanian relations that we're just getting a notification that, hey, things aren't going well between your allies. You know, that kind of thing. And so I'm good with this. And I noticed this did fire at some point here. I didn't notice when it did. I went in and just because I wanted to move Bulgaria closer to us, Germany, I removed the check on the event that if Romania was in the Axis. So, and again, there's, other than just giving provinces over to countries, there's nothing good for, you know, resources or manpower or anything like that Romania was losing or making weaker or stronger by doing it. So I let it happen even though they were already in the Axis, because I wanted to see if naturally Bulgaria would come into Germany. So, okay, and I like this even better now here because it's actually occupation, where here they have ownership control, here they just have occupation, and I like that. I think that's how this should be for all of Greece, is the occupation instead of annexation. Like I say, I like that. Yes, the downside is that Bulgaria, oh, well, that didn't work. Revolver held. You'll need to look into that. I didn't do anything. Some event, or, well, not that I know that would show up that fast, but maybe there's some event, because there is a way to code events to happen real fast. So either the event happened, or a decision happened, or something that gave all this Greek territory to Germany as annexation. So I don't know what happened, but something did, and you'll want to look into that to fix that. Presumably, if you do want to have this territory under Bulgarian occupation. Like I say, I have absolutely no problem from either a historical or a player's perspective. I just want at least, you know, oh, we've had some interaction with some nasties, presumably from the British. Okay, so you're not going anywhere just yet. well, we didn't have any notification of it, so it probably wasn't sea-based. Probably. And I sort of stopped a lot of the, just so these guys would get reorganized up. Okay, those are sort of, we're supposed to go to Iraq and let's give you to fighter command, probably way down here. Probably not that far. There we are. Your core F. I know I don't want to lose the current organization levels. Air intercept. Air intercept. Not a whole lot of range on them, but we're going to grab. Okay. Again, why I like this. Let's go to fighter command, and these guys here. They're going to come down to here now. Here, yeah, that's good. I've so many times have lost units. I don't mean like having destroyed, but I mean just like, oh, I don't know where something is and think I found all of my fighters, but then there's, you know, 2 stacks of 3 fighters somewhere that I didn't know about and I wish I knew about. It's so much easier doing it this way. Okay, so you can come up to here and get attached to some other. No, we don't have any of that. Oh, well, we have flying out of here. 6. 5 will come to the edge of the 5. Again, so that this transport troop F is not lost. We've yet to be able to get Iraq in our alliance. Invite to faction. Not there yet. Okay. We're trying. Yes, we want this. Okay, you guys, can you get out here? Envoy rating cautiously. They're out there also convoy rating cautiously. These guys might just make it to here sooner, but combined arms, good. This one we will move to here. Well, Nord Division, we'll get that out. The more I look at it, the more I don't mind the Hearts of Iron 4 slot system for various researches. It just means instead of leadership, we can't move espionage to training soldiers. Oh, hey, you former spies, or your current spies, you're going to stop being spies and come over and train these soldiers. And hey, officers, we need more spies. You go be spies. I sort of got the concept that researchers, diplomats, and officers sort of went through, you know, higher education and sort of represent the elites. Espionage, now espionage and diplomacy are sort of the same thing, so I can see those overlapping too. So they need to develop a better espionage system for Hearts of Iron 4. So that and diplomacy we could talk about. But separating out, the diplomats aren't going to be, at least the great majority of them, aren't going to come and do aircraft design research work, you know, engineering work. So I can definitely see separating out. I would like to see a little more, and I know ways of modding some of the stuff, but a little bit more the idea of expanding research pools outside of just the focus trees. Any of you got that but already, but I'm thinking like the idea of more conquest, gain more researchers, because that did happen. That's the Deutschland, yeah. Well, they're attacking us, and they're going to exhaust themselves while doing it. So that is a good thing. We don't have any supplies. Okay, you guys come up. Right here, yes, we're overstretching our... We are sending supplies up to there, yes we are, but this is a small port. Too small, so we will expand this. See, it's March 42, way too long to do things in a quick operational way. Just okay, you're down here now, good. Get out here and air intercept, just in case you're bombing the port, and I thought that may be what's happening, but I figured more likely. Air operations. Okay. So now we're dealing with a Malta garrison. A little better. Okay. We don't want to lose the ships. That would be a bad thing, but even worse would be losing the 2 divisions. But we now have air operations helping support all of this, including going after submarines. That's the case. Yes. Oh, how are we doing here? Okay. Okay, I guess they defeated that invasion. Okay, well that's cool. Just take a note of that, revolver held. Good invasion. You just ran into 16 plus infantry divisions, 19 or more fascist brigades. Those could be some of those with the infantry divisions. Look like 2 light armor units there. One's a battalion, the other's a full brigade. A mountain troop that was already there. So yeah, they were and some motorized and semi-motorized, probably those, yeah, mixed with some of that other stuff, but yeah, so your scripted invasion into Trieste. I would also say my criticism of your invasion is, what, Trieste? Don't know whether there's a randomization. Again, I have not been looking at how you code it, just because I didn't want to know. I do know you can code things to, like, an event fires or decision fires or whatever, but an event that has a random chance of several options, like 20% happening here, 30% here, or 30% here, and 50% here. And this may have just hit the 20% on the Adriatic coast. Barely am I able to agree that if they're holding Malta, they would invade. But I guess I have to agree, because we watched the AI with just holding Malta do an AI-based invasion here in the Peloponnese. So yes, that happened. And oh wow, that's probably what ran into my ships, all those CAGs. Wow, those are coming off of some carriers here, presumably. Well, maybe not there, I don't know. That'll be an interesting air battle here. But so yes, we've this, but if you didn't hold Malta, this whole invasion wouldn't make sense. Or hold some of these bases here, but Malta minimum, because we did see the AI do that. Oh wow, look at there's the big fleet. There's the big fleet. 4 CVs, 3 CVLs, light carriers, 44 light cruisers, 20 liners. They're bringing reinforcements to what was happening up here. It's too late now to reinforce that, but were they coming up to somehow reinforce that? These guys are sneaking out just in time. That's why I didn't want to go through this Malta corridor here. Okay, are we down here yet? Yes, we're down here. Okay. All of these guys on board ship. All of these guys with our carrier. Invade here. Invasion. Hoping particularly the Jaeger division gets ashore rapidly against whatever the opposition before they can shift in more forces. Okay, Rommel's force is doing well, so I really want to stack them with no. Yes. We'll see how this invasion goes. Obviously. Okay, yes, we won again here under Rommel. We may have to stop that. Okay, nav tactics advance. Naval air tactics. Wrong one. Yeah, we'll shift that. Let that get to 41 or whatever the next one is. Here. Okay, we're going to stop that, and I think we're going to also stop that. Hopefully the Italians won't force me to retreat. You're going to attack me, that's fine. And you can attack those guys, because those guys are well organized. Money from... Oh, we're going to the wrong beach. Okay, well. Probably means we need to air support in. Air supply in, I should say. Wonder why this happens sometimes. I don't know. Yes, like I thought, these guys would get in there fast and early. Okay, well, before we gotta secure that port. We'll leave the Jaegers to hold the fort, as it were. Defend against any counterattacks on our beachhead. Looks like we can do that with our current abilities. Okay, we've won here. Knowing the AI, it probably means they've exhausted themselves. So, defending, go after this, go after this. You Jaegers move forward, and also you got, oh, you don't have any organization. Not enough supplies flowing. There we go, that's better. We're going to defeat them. Oh, well, we can. Let's move into there. bunch. Oh yeah, a bunch more stuff came about. I need or want all kinds of things, but I'm trying to keep somewhat balanced here with some stuff. Got some infantry divisions, some Jaeger divisions. There. Port companies. Let's go with 3 more rocket reinforced non-fuel using infantry divisions. We'll use a generic or one of those, not generic, but one of those other HQs. So that will be good, hard-hitting units. And partially because this number is getting low. Like a bunch more of these. Go with a armor, mechanized infantry battalion. Let's see how fast we can keep this. Let's see if we can keep this at 7 or faster. Armored car, yes. Motorized engineers. They're too slow. So we're going to try to keep this at 7. Armored engineers. Motorized support. Sort of relying on the tanks' main guns. Okay. 48. How much? 41. Oh. We don't need that. There we go. Not that that doesn't eat into our manpower, it does, but it just sort of building expensive things instead of cheap things. Okay, so we've won that. They're holding there. They're holding there. These guys are taking out their supply through here. We're going to take out their supply through there very shortly. Their supply coming through here will still be about, but once we burst into the mountains a bit more. Where are my transports? Don't tell me they died or something. Oh, hell no. Oh, here they are. Oh, they were transporting. Oh, whew. Oh, okay. They were transporting instead of rebasing. It should have been rebasing. Don't need to do that. Just transport or just get there. Okay. Whew. I thought I lost those divisions. These guys, and I want to send them down to North Africa or to Ethiopia. These other guys I want to move. And then, well, looks like these may be going home if that's that big fleet. They're battleships. Okay. Well, you know what we're going to do? Because those battleships are there. We're going to do naval strikes. Just in case that big death fleet comes back, we'll help the Italians out. They got munched by that big death fleet, but they're back to somewhat. Focus right there. Naval strikes on anything that comes out after them. Because if the Italians can do that, they've got, well, some armor. Probably more stuff than I was going to throw at this island. I was thinking about doing some Paras too, as long as I had enough ships sitting out there that they could retreat onto. Okay, and we probably need to shift some more, or produce some more. Okay. I know there's some events for more manpower, but I'm hurting already. Well, damn, we just crashed. I don't think it's the game, I think it's me, or my system, because I used to not get these. Well, it's going to end the episode here, obviously. Thanks so much for watching, thanks for liking the videos. And it sort of sucks that it's happening right now. Did it happen because it's the first and I was doing, I don't know. See you next time.